Hey there crew, it's Mark, and today we're going to be unboxing my Kickstarter pen that I got from Endless. This is the Phantom retractable fountain pen. You know what, I'll tell you, sometimes with Kickstarter products, you got to wait a little bit. So kicking in for this at the end of December and only getting this at the beginning of June, I guess it's just kind of the process. Honestly, I've waited a lot longer for other things before. Well, let's go ahead and check this out today. What's exciting about this retractable pen is that supposedly it has a different type of technology that helps it from drying out so fast. Every retractable pen is a little bit different. I've had good experiences and I've had bad experiences with retractable pens. The real big thing about this is, does it click? And then does the ink stay nice and wet and not dry out when you're not using it? So we open this box up, and inside of here we have a really nice cork holder. I don't typically hold on to any of the pen boxes that things come inside of, but it was a really cool design. I've got to appreciate that, with a little plastic cover so you can see everything. We have the retractable pen here. Everything that is going to be included inside of this is here, including one of the converters for when you're using an ink cartridge. So you would put this inside of the body, which we'll take a look at if you're using that, but it does come with a converter already inside of it. So we'll be checking that out in just a moment. This is talking about making sure that when you're putting this pen in here, you're doing it correctly. There is a right and a wrong way. And then, as we mentioned, also the details here about using this extension piece for when you're using a cartridge, and it tells you how to fill a fountain pen as well. So the body here, super sleek style. I really like it a lot. I know that they offered some like clear versions of this and different colors, but I went with the black and the silver look here, which is pretty nice. So we pop this open here and we have the converter, which I'm a little bit mad about, honestly. I expected like a twist top and not this pull top. I'm just not a really big fan, but we'll get over that. Also inside of here, you'll see that we have these little arrows here, and that's what we talked about when you fill the body up of this pen here and you put it back in. Those have to line up to let it in. One of the reasons I'm not a super fan of these type of converters, honestly, they come off as just kind of cheap, to be honest with you. Like, I really don't love it. I know one of the Arch and Olive pens came with it, and I just wasn't a fan. I feel like it's a lot. I love a twist. I think it makes so much more sense, but they still work all the same. It's just how you fill it up. And honestly, I just feel like for a $50 pen, I'd expect something a little bit better. Now on the top of this pen here, where the nib hole section is here, you'll see these arrows. There are two different size kind of rectangles, and those are what's going to fit together to put this pen inside of here. Now taking a closer look at the nib here, it's really nice. I love the way it looks nice and sleek. You can also see the Endless logo on here as well as the M for the medium nib that I got. So definitely appreciate the details here, and hopefully everything's going to work out well. So we'll go ahead and line up our pen, make sure everything's looking good, and we'll fill this up with some ink and give it a nice writing test. So we'll pop the converter right back on here. I'm going to push that section down here because we will be pulling it up to get the ink inside of it. Now I'm going to use some Diamine Ghost. This is just a nice light gray color. I love the way it looks. And, you know, for the gray, the black, the silver, I don't know, I think it's going to look nice. So we just pop that right inside of the ink, and then we use our fingernail, whatever we have left of those, and we pull it up. I personally don't think it does a great job filling. I've definitely had better experiences before, but a little ink is better than nothing. I can always use an ink syringe if I need to. The next thing we'll do here is we're going to line up the barrel of our pen here with those rectangles that are on this nib section here. So like I said, there's a smaller and a thicker section. You want to make sure that that arrow is going down. It'll slide perfectly in there. It'll have a little bit of bounce, and then we can go ahead and take the cap. We'll go ahead and position that on there and screw it on, and then the pen is going to go ahead and click and retract in and out just like it's supposed to. Now, real quick, I want to show you that if you're using a cartridge, that'll go into the top of this pen as normal. Nothing changes here. The difference is going to come how you're going to put the pen together. So we're going to go ahead and put the pen inside, lining up those arrows, but we're going to take this little extension piece and put that into the top. This will go ahead and create that extra space that the converter has versus the cartridge, and that way everything will work out just fine. So you have to have that if you're going to use a cartridge. Now let's go and give this a pen test. So as we're writing with it, I'll be honest with you, I felt like it was kind of a little jiggly, a little bit more than I'm used to, but so often I'm used to using just regular fountain pens where that doesn't happen. There's so much more space and there's a little bit of more bounce when you're using retractable pens because of how they work, but it also is probably just me getting used to using this pen. It is new. Now, I personally feel like this is a lot thinner than a medium-sized pen that I would use on something else. I'm not mad at it though. I actually really like the way it writes. To be honest with you, I probably would usually go with an extra fine or a fine. So like I said, I'm happy with how it's writing here. It's probably just going to be getting used to it though, to be honest with you. Now, holding on to the pen, I don't have a problem with this, but a lot of retractable pens have the clips built into them. And some people don't like that their fingers kind of touch on that or roll over it. I have probably 3, I think, retractable pens, and I don't have an issue with it. You could take off the clip if you wanted to, but for me, I like the way it looks. I want to keep the integrity of the pen and everything. I think is personally looking pretty good here. Like I said, it's just having a little bit of a wiggle, as you can see here, but it's nothing too unlike other pens that are retractable. To be honest with you, I tested out a few and it kind of felt the same way to me. Now, like I said, if you don't like this clip and the way that you're holding it, you could take it off. It does clip on and off. I'm not going to mess with it. I do not want to break this pen because I just got it. So I'm going to work with it. But just know that if you want that option to take it off, you can, if you feel like it's comfortable or it's not comfortable for you. My overall thoughts on this pen are kind of back and forth. They're 50-50. Why I really like the look and the design of this pen. I did expect just a little bit higher quality materials. I'm kind of bummed about that converter. I mean, I could always just get a different converter. It's kind of a standard one that I can pop in there. But again, what I'm paying for, $50, waiting the amount of time I did, I would expect at least one of the twists versus this pull system here. That's a personal preference. Some people don't care, but my thought here, right? My video, my thoughts on this. I do like the way the pen writes. I do enjoy the details of it. Like I said, at first it was a little bit weird to get used to. It had a little bit of kind of wiggliness to the nib, but overall though, after I wrote with it and got used to it, everything was just fine. I can also say that the mechanism that closes on this on the top, it's a little bit more than just the flap down. It did keep my pen from drying out. I did want to give it maybe like 2 days, I think, where I didn't use it just to see what would happen. And I clicked, retracted that pen, popped it out, and started writing with it without having to do anything else. So it still keeps it nice and wet inside of there, so you can just click it and use it, even if you're not using it every single day. I do like that it came with an option to use a cartridge or a converter, so there are a lot of different ways that you can approach this. And just thinking back on it, for $50, it's not that bad. Again, I have other pens that cost $50 that maybe I would say maybe have a little bit of a higher build quality, but we'll see the longevity of this pen. Hopefully everything holds up for it. We don't have any issues whatsoever, and I can enjoy this new pen from Endless. But I'd love to hear your opinions on it, checking this out, seeing this in this video. What do you think about the Phantom pen from Endless? Is this something that you would pay $50 for or kick in for and wait that long? Or do you feel like we've seen pens like this before and there's nothing really new about it? I'd love to hear from you. Definitely let me know, and I'll talk to you next time, friends. See ya.